Hey, it's Nick. Life sure is a strange thing, huh? One day you're making a review on BB Tech and then is a twist of fate. Eh? Yup. Add another terrible pun to the list. But seriously, as in a twist of fate, the day after the video goes live, Rooster Teeth announces that they're making another DLC for their, at this point, dead game, RWBY Eclipse. And I know that I may have come off as a person who doesn't like RWBY all that much in the last review, and that you probably shouldn't listen to a hater like me, but believe me, I once loved the show as much as the next guy, because of which it pains me to do what I'm about to do in this video today. So I beg you, if you at all care about the gaming side of RWBY, then I encourage you to stay and watch the video until the end. Okay, so first I want to say that this is not lock-on, so hence it's not necessarily a full game review. I just want to make a certain statement with this video. And now, a little backstory. So, initially RWBY Eclipse, man, it's going to get annoying saying its name so much. Let's just call it... man, I don't know, I'm not very good with names, screw it, let's just call it a game. Yes, in air quotes, because it's barely a game. So, as I was saying initially, the game was made by one guy, Jordan Scott. And at first it was an RPG-esque hack-and-slash RWBY fan game where you played as Ruby and had to defeat waves of Grimm, while having all sorts of different unlockable skills and combos. So, to be fair, as a fan game it had a pretty solid foundation, and back in the day even I played it, and had a lot of fun. And the creator promised us to add more characters with more unique abilities, and all around it was looking pretty promising. And then the game was picked up by Rooster Teeth. You'd think that with his source of inspiration and foundation as solid as it was on his side, the full game would come out even faster and turn out even better. But nope. The game is a hot mess. I don't know what happened between the demo and full release, but the game is awful. At release riddled with several bugs that allowed you to ignore some of the entire sections of gameplay. Absolutely idiotic story with an even stupider... Is that even a word? Oh, looks like it is. Okay, so, an even stupider villain. I mean, who tells their enemies exactly where your base's weak point is, and then getting surprised by the fact that they found it and destroyed it? But, I mean, if the point was to portray him as an incompetent idiot to stay true to the show, then I think they succeeded. Sick burn. Music is basically non-existent in this game, since you can barely hear it during combat, but more importantly, sound design in this game is absolutely horrendous. Enemies have only one voice line for when they're getting punched, but it also plays every time you hit them. And as for the character voice lines, there's not a lot of them for a game that expects you to play it over and over again, so they get old really fast. Although, I wanna give an honorable mention to Lotus Juice track. Jeff did an amazing job as always, but it's not worth it to buy the game just to listen to it. It's on iTunes and similar kinds of places. Go buy it separately. That one song has more worth in it than the game in its entirety. And now for the big one. What happened to art and graphics in this game? I mean, RWBY the show doesn't have that super good of an art style, but it's still pretty solid. And this? What is this? Also, I swear that the graphics in this game get progressively worse and worse the more content they add. It's like every time they wanna add something new, they previously delete all the models first, while losing some brain cells in the process, and then they proceed to make everything all over again. It sounds mean, but come on, how do you get worse every time? And now, the most important part, the gameplay. It's shit! Gone are the extensive combo lists and unique skills with different dust bullets and whatnot, and every single character is now pretty much the same. I mean, there still are unique animations for every character, but again, it feels like they all do the same damage. As for the upgradable skills, If it's not more health or more bars of super meter, then it's basically unnecessary. The only partially unique character in this game is John, because of his super that increases his damage drastically, while doing damage to everyone around, allowing him to just melt enemies. And while we are on the subject of combat, that is all you do. There is nothing in the game besides that. You fight, and combined with everything listed above, it makes it absolutely abysmal to play or replay this game. You can't do it for more than 10 minutes. I can't do it for more than 10 minutes. Well, in a right mind, that is. So, where does all of that leave us at the end of the day? What was the point of you watching me ramble throughout this video? Of watching it till the end? Well, I wanted to show you what the game is like in brief, and that no amount of little fan service DLCs like the character wearing their jammies or any game mode is going to change the game's flawed foundation. Do you think that wearing a new costume is going to make you feel better when playing the same mess? No. Rooster Teeth, whether you like it or not, is a standard business company that needs to sell its products. Or at least it became that by the looks of things. But I want to think that the fans are smarter than that, or at least you get more informed by watching this video. And so the only language that they understand is money, and no amount of whining about the game is going to change anything. If those costumes sell well, then they're just gonna keep doing it more. So please do both. Don't buy the newest DLC and complain about the game. Only that way they'll listen and make a difference. If you want a good RWBY game in the future, then we have to make a statement here and now. Personally, I think that this hot mess should just be forgotten, and we must move on with you as well, Rooster Teeth. Next time you make a game, take your time and deliver the best experience you possibly can. Well, I doubt that they'll watch this. More likely than they'll just block me on Twitter if anything. So, how was this video? Pretty cringy, right? Share your opinion in the comments below. I would love to hear your suggestions on how to improve the RWBY games. Or you can share on Twitter as well. I should also have a Patreon up soon, so check it out when it does go up. It has some pretty cool rewards. Maybe you'll like them. Also, I wanna say that I do have a RWBY game idea in my head, but I didn't want to put it in here because I want this video to not be very long. So if I get enough requests, then I will probably release another video detailing my ideas. And hey, while you're at it, maybe subscribe and hit that bell to not miss that video or any of my future cringy content. Well, see you next time. Bye!